much. Buenos días. Esta pizza me caía mal salir. Acá de salir una que me cae mal. ¿Qué? ¿Cuál estrés? No, ese caradillo. How to bring happy Diwali. Sei, eres el aplicado. Ai, que puta aí, pai, tá na pizza. Ai, mano. Eita, la pizza, que puta, mano. Que caseiro, la pizza. Ai. Mano, eu coloquei que você quer mandar a casa, mano. Semana Santa pegou, agora que não. Vale, buenos días. Hola. ¿Qué parte de Colombia son ustedes? Ay, ¿cómo es? Yo pongo sala. Va a ser el día ahí en el acto.
Hablando de tío.
Veas, me gana llegado esto.
Ya.
Ah, no quiero jugar esta pista.
asshole. So? I shouldn't have a sex life? You want to die? Over an erection? Wars have been fought over inside. I have they broke the rules. Sylvie died over 20 years ago. They sat me down at the big table with Marion. Images. She's mine tomorrow. Sure, my thing can't stop you. But I read it, I have talked it over. We decided if you can do this, we're taking it out of the I'm happy where I am.
Oh, this is causing you to make
Excuse me. All the guy wants is a Woody. He's your father. He's taking care of you your entire lives, giving you everything. And now he needs something and you want to throw that in his face? You know how many people would jump at the chance to give back to their parents who would sacrifice everything? I'm going to go down and let you just I'd like you to meet my Marion. Hello, your fault. So? I shouldn't have a sex life.
My dog. The book is grabbing me. Now, I shoot the crab. What?
Starting with fire. And if the smoke out of your lungs, you gotta take a look. Doesn't that cost extra? Oh, yeah. First, your lungs can collapse. I know. All of my left. Anastomose a baby. I can operate. Health insurance it only covers emergency or business. Shouldn't say, let's face it. He already works 3 jobs. He made a good look. Get a surgery. 20 grand. I'll sue you guys. Yeah, it's done. I'm not. We check.
And then go. That bite wasn't like if my friend took a bite of a burger that I made for him like that, I feel like he didn't bite it. lifesaver right now.
Oh my god.
I was a big Carnegie Deli guy. They're gone. Look at cancer now. There's sandwiches at 29.
That suddenly realized the chain on my lips.
Is that a deli?
Oh my god. The girls taught me how to pose. I didn't know how to pose. And I'm like,
Am I gay?
I don't know. At this point, I think you are both bisexual. There's been too many coincidences. I'm tired of your dishonesty. I want to marry you, but I can't.
You don't want to marry me.
Liz was merely a bit close with a female colleague at the engagement party, which led Ed to mistakenly believe she acted inappropriately, triggering his insecurity and jealousy. He even questioned Liz's sexuality, and his harsh words left her utterly devastated. Now they need space to cool off and reconsider whether the wedding should proceed. Liz and Ed have a 20-year age gap. Ed fell head over.
Why did Rich Piana never do a front double bicep? When Rich was competing back in the day, you could clearly see the shape and the separation from his biceps and triceps. The lines and peaks from his arms were very noticeable, and honestly, he had really good genetics for arms. And every time he took a picture with his fan, he would never do a front double bicep. He'd always do a side slice or a most muscular, pretty much to out-angle fan. And this ultimately came down to Rich Piana injecting synball into his arms. You have arms that big, you would think that the rest of your body would keep up, but that just simply isn't the truth. When he was still competing, you can see how washed out his arms were. You can practically see the peak in his biceps. The definition of his arms were fully faded out. You can clearly see that separation that he once had, which is all gone. Biceps and triceps. His arms at this point in his career are puffy and soft, and that's just why he did not do a front double bicep with many of his fans. Being freaky and huge in bodybuilding isn't always the...
There's no cleaner vodka, I must say, on the planet. We work creating plants to make this a clean product. What we do is we pour it over the diamonds. Pour it over the diamonds. We pour it over the Herkimer semi-precious stone. It's one of our last purification processes. Now, if you ask a high school professor what does pouring alcohol over diamonds do to the alcohol, they'd probably say, well, nothing, but people love the taste of the vodka poured over the stones. There's no cleaner vodka, I must say, on the planet. We go to great lengths to make this a clean product. What we do is we pour it over the diamonds. Pour it over the diamonds, too. We pour it over the Herkimer semi-precious stone. It's one of our last purification processes. Now, if you ask a high school professor what does pouring alcohol over diamonds do to the alcohol, they'd probably say, well, nothing, but people love the taste of the vodka poured over the stones. There's no cleaner vodka, I must say, on the planet. We go to great lengths to make this a clean product. What we do is we pour it over Herkimer diamonds. You pour it over diamonds? We do. We pour it over the Herkimer semi-precious stone. It's one of our last purification processes. Now, if you ask a high school professor what does pouring alcohol over diamonds do to the alcohol, they'd probably say, well, nothing, but people love the taste of the vodka poured over the stones. There's no cleaner vodka, I must say, on the planet. We go to great lengths to make this a clean product. What we do is we pour it over Herkimer diamonds. Pour it over diamonds, too. We pour it over the Herkimer semi-precious stone. It's one of our last purification processes. Now, if you ask a high school professor what does pouring alcohol over diamonds do to the alcohol, they'd probably, when you eat the wolf, what do you eat? You eat the backstraps?
I mean, imagine being so...
Maybe it's into his 420 and we were able to like kind of go forever.
In front of the police department?
I didn't realize that's where we're at.
Yeah, I know.
Ganja man. What? Ganja man? He told me that it would be alright. 420. Which one?
That's a really stupid question, bro. Probably that's
Oh. Okay. High? What do you mean by high?
Under the influence.
Oh no, I'm not smoking. Oh yeah, I need to smoke. Me? Yeah. No. I mean, it's 420, but I'm not smoking.
My dad's a felon, and he's the first person I call when I get into trouble. If you have a felon in your family, call them. They'll get you out of trouble because they've been there. They know how to get out of it. I'll give you an example. One time about 11 years ago, I was driving drunk. I crashed my car into a ditch, and I fled the scene. I was running, freaking out. I called my dad. Like, Dad, I'm drunk. I just crashed my car. The cops are on their way. I fled the scene. What do I do? My dad was like, oh, just go home and report the car stolen. Oh my God, thank you, Dad. What is this? Oh, wow. I mean,
This is the turkey.
Tenga el nombre de salir. Hecho. Uncha.
No, it's me. Oh, alright. Bye-bye.